thought this was gonna be a street fight? Goddamn right it is.
Back to the movie. Dom's car is sitting on top of Shaw's car now.
So hot.
And yes, some wicked car scissoring. And he takes the sawed-off shotgun that he has, points it down towards Shaw's car, and shoots into it. Somehow misses him. Shaw ended up pulling up a couple of 9mm and shoots back into Dom's car. Dom realizes, okay, I'm in a shitty situation, so he decides to back his car off of Shaw's, because it's still functional at this point, even though the scene we're looking at, it shouldn't be. Hops out of his car. While this is all happening, by the way, they figured out they're being hacked. Jabba Hutsu and his crew they figured out. So they're like, all right, we need to figure out which tower they're bouncing the signal off of to hack us and blow it up. Again, not a single cop around, not any type of law enforcement ever, nothing, no military. They just took out an entire. They took out a
tower.
Hang
on, guys. I gotta go say goodnight to the kids and then the evil eye from the wife over here.
Yeah, good.
I'll be back.
Michael
Hi,
Jordan.
Shannon.
Hi, Shannon.
Don't be too mad at him.
You're on YouTube.
She can't hear you.
Okay.
I'll be back. Guys.
All right, yeah, we'll see you in a second.
Kareem, you want me to pause or you want to just cut this?
We'll just cut this. It's fine. I mean,
man,
is that a balloon? Does he have a balloon in the room with him?
Probably. It's probably in this kid's room or like whatever playroom they have.
Yeah, it looks like one of the Disney balloons.
Okay.
Yeah.
The balloon in balloon.
The balloon the balloon inside of a balloon.
Oh, someone's got that balloon money. All right.
Balloon, fancy balloon money.
Oh, la-di-da. I didn't realize he was rolling that big.
Balloon in the balloon. All right. Mr. Fancy Pants.
Hey, dog, I heard you like balloons, so I put a balloon in your balloon for a balloon.
Hey, they need to bring that show back. Make some more shitty cards that don't last.
I wish. Man, all I want everyone to do is get Krillin pimped out.
That would have been pretty cool.
You guys never nominated me. You had to do the write-in.
I think your card had to be a little bit shittier. Just a little bit. No, what?
It was actually...
Go ahead.
I would say they've done reports about how Pimp My Ride was just like a lot of it was like actors and stuff, and like it was a lot of jankiness.
I mean, it's MTV. What'd you expect?
One of
was Krillin. Yeah. Krillin wasn't the scion, was it?
No, Krillin was the escort.
The escort. Oh, okay. Well, you might have actually. You probably could have qualified.
I think you could have.
Goat skin covered seats that you had.
So good. My cousin, I think what was the dating show? It was Next. That was the one. My cousin was with his girlfriend at a mall in Thousand Oaks, and they actually approached him. Hey, you want to be on the show? It's all fake.
Huh? Why not? Make a couple bucks.
I think he said
your reality career.
I don't think his significant other really liked that. So
they better be married now, otherwise she ruined his career. He should be suing her for losses. What's up?
I think they are, or they're going to be. I can't remember.
Yeah, he should still sue for losses.
He should.
This is a potential money I could have made. And instead, I married you.
That's weird.
What's that?
I think. Do you think Pat? Do you think Abdul fell asleep with them? Like
there's an 80% chance yes, but that's a yes. Our only hope is that Shannon comes and turns it off because she figured he went to sleep.
There's no way she remembers. I actually, I gotta grab my phone.
Fair enough.
Dexter, wake your husband up.
Get in.
No text from Abdul.
Yeah, I didn't see one either.
Well, that's
I guess not. His phone's right there.
His phone's right there. Yeah, I was gonna say
he's got the phone.
I don't know how things work. Well, all right, guys.
You gotta text Shannon. Be like, go wake your husband up.
On the plus side, we only have about 10 more minutes left of this movie.
Hold on. You say 10 more minutes. I got. I don't know. 25 more slides.
That was a long pause there for 10 minutes.
Somehow this is going to bleed into a third.
It won't. I mean, we could wrap it up pretty quickly if we needed to after. Because again,
you are assuming Abdul's coming back.
Even if he doesn't come back, we can wrap it up.
I only have 2 more notes too.
See? How do you only have 2 more notes? There was so much left in this last 10 minutes.
The rest of it tends to fly by, and the only thing that I had like to comment on was the last
Okay.
two. By the
Great.
way, my lovely wife just arrived home and brought me the new Crazy Puffs from Little Caesars,
Oh, nice.
and it's much like Little Caesars. You have to eat it right away before it congeals, and it's delicious for the first 5 minutes. And so, yeah.
Okay.
My wife is ordering food. I have no idea what she's ordering. It's all in her hands now.
She's ordering
Did you get-
steak and mashed potatoes for you to eat by yourself outside with a glass of wine.
I hope so.
The Jason
I have-
Statham Hungry Man dinner.
I said what the fuck because our recording now says 15 minutes, 55 seconds. I've never stopped the recording or anything. So I wonder if at the hour it just reset the number. But
I'm saying an hour and 16 minutes.
okay, good. That's just mine then.
Yeah.
I hope my happiness with food is in her hands.
All right. Well, just so that we can get you to dinner and stuff, we can start to wrap it up. And if Abdul comes back,
Oh no. There we go. All right. I was just trying to okay. Should I boot him out? Or just
no,
leave him
just leave him out. Just leave him there.
Leave him there. Everyone look at that balloon.
If he
Continue.
comes back, then we'll backtrack. But right now, yeah. So they blow up the tower. Again,
Remember.
this tower isn't just like, oh, it's a wireframe tower with just metal and electricity. Like this is an actual building that has like rooms and offices and shit in it too.
Yeah.
So if there's a night crew, they're all dead.
Thank God
All
the
of
night crew was
Or anybody,
off
or
that
anybody who
night.
worked late. Just put it that way. They're all dead.
Thank God there's no dedicated employees and no one wants to work anymore.
Now, to Abdul's point, not only is The Rock watching the news, which again, which would signify that there's somebody filming this somewhere, but he just looks out his window and sees the tower exploding, and is like, "Huh, maybe I should go do something." But he also says, and this is my note, the reason why I even took the screenshot, because he says Toretto. I'm like, what the fuck would make you think Toretto had anything to do with an explosion?
Only that son of a bitch would have that much destruction going after him.
Okay, going after him. Gotcha. I was just like, Toretto's never been known to use explosives.
Yes, he has.
Toretto's never used an explosive. Things have
Oh,
blown up
yeah.
around him. He's never used an explosive.
Exactly.
He's never even used a car as an explosive.
But things blow up around him.
Okay, I was just like, he looks right out the window and goes, Toretto. I'm like, can you have said Shaw? Because he doesn't know about Jabba Hutt at all. If anything, this is Shaw's doing.
She's probably more mad at Shaw. Yeah.
Yeah. So again, this is just for those people that are listening. You can see the detail of what's in this building. Again, not just a tower. An entire building is about to fall down to the ground, and we don't have a Nair helicopter or police, sectioning off sections of the fucking city that are blowing up.
We already talked about this.
No.
Okay, just making sure that we got that.
Lack of funding. Lack of funding.
And with that being said, we jump back to our next scene, which again, you would think that Toretto would see the explosion as well. Go ahead, Ken.
I was say I did have one note on it that said it's Daddy's got to go to work, which I swear
That's right. He does say that to his daughter.
is
Leaves
the
her at the
only
hospital.
reason. Yeah, the only reason his daughter is in the movie is so that he can say the line, "Daddy's got to go to work."
That is 100% why. And
Yeah.
so he has someone to flex in front of when he busts the cast off. By
Yeah.
And he
Like,
also
if it-
says, doesn't he say that someone's coming to watch her?
Maybe I don't. Oh yeah,
But
maybe
he
it
did,
says
but he
something-
didn't. But he didn't specify Elena. So I'm like, what is she doing?
She I mean, that's the only one I can think of. But Elena's like busy crying that she doesn't have her cross anymore. I don't know.
She flew
'Cause
back
you
to
would think-
Brazil. Probably taking care of the kid.
Yeah.
Probably.
Oh yes, she's taking care of Jack. I don't know who's.
Well,
Changing diapers.
Is she also considered a known associate then?
No, she's an unknown associate.
Yeah.
Okay,
You
unknown
know,
associate. I just want to know because again, it seems like it's been less than a week since they were attacked in their FBI headquarters, CIA headquarters, or whatever. So I don't think she, in her promotion, has left the building or left the state or whatever. So she's somewhere in LA when this
Yeah.
is all going down. And to be, I'm assuming Hobbs' assistant or whatever she is to him, his partner, that she'd be like, hey, let me at least go to the hospital and be like, hey, should we get on this? But he doesn't say to his daughter, he's like, oh, Dad's got to go to work. Someone will be here for you. And I'm like, do you just leave your daughter when shit's blowing up in LA?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you leave her
Fine.
in a hospital where Shaw's attacked and killed everyone in the hospital before?
Is Shaw's brother there?
Kareem, Dad's got to go to work. I don't know what you think that means, but what that means to me is that
Daddy's got to
gotta
go to work. Yeah.
There used to be a work ethic in this country, and clearly I can see that it is gone by the wayside. Is there any chance that
You said
kid
the
is
Kellenberger.
Hobbs' kid?
What do you mean?
That she just lied to Toretto and it's actually Hobbs' kid.
Oh,
I just want to
And
start
the
more
plot
drama.
thickens.
Just a little more drama.
that's. I mean,
No,
that's definitely
no.
like cabal
So-
level moves.
Yeah,
there's
so wait,
that.
hold on. Is there a movie where she's just pining after him and she's trying to figure out ways to get back with Dom?
Wait, with Dom or with
It's your kid.
Hobbs?
Fuck it.
Yeah, no. So she ends up having Hobbs's kid, but because she's so sprung on Dobbs, she's like, "Oh, this is your boy. This is your kid.
Oh man. I can only hope so.
This is the only way I can get him to care about me."
That's the movie I want to see now. A
Which means
roman-
that Letty ends up taking care of Hobbs's kid.
Perfect. No notes. That's how you know it's family.
All right, so we get to the scene where he jumps out of the car before Shaw gets a chance to get out.
Yes, he has
Pulls
a
a
gun.
pulls a double shotgun on him, and Shaw is out of
Absolute
bullets.
dumbest part of the movie. Absolute dumbest part of the movie.
He's armless, like he's weaponless, has no way to defend himself. And then Dom says, "Did you think this was going to be a street fight?" And Shaw doesn't
Yeah.
respond.
Well, yeah, no,
And he
because
goes, "You're damn right it is."
because Shaw like grabs a piece of debris and he's like, "Oh, I'll use this piece of debris to defend myself." And then Dom gets out and pulls the shotgun, and he's like, "Oh, you think this is gonna be a street fight?" Because Shaw is prepared for. He's grabbing like debris to use as a weapon,
Okay, you're right.
and then for some stupid reason, Dom just doesn't pull the trigger and just drop Shaw right there. Because that is everything that's happened. Just there's no reason you don't just put him down right now.
It's called
the
a
leg.
spin-off.
Even in the leg, like just like no, we're not. I'm doing this with an advantage. I'm shooting you in the leg. Like I watched another 48 hours, and I watched Harlem Nights. You shoot people in the toe. Okay. Does anybody else want to limp? That's what I'm doing.
Put that razor away. I ain't playing no more. You put that fucking razor away, I'm gonna blow your goddamn pinky toe off.
Oh, now you're gonna shoot me in my pinky toe.
Ken has no honor.
No,
No
this is
honor.
a street fight.
You know who has no honor? Shaw, because he killed Han as far as Dom's concerned.
Yeah.
So
But
again,
spoiler
upon
And he
rewatch,
blew up his house.
Hold on. But is Han dead? Is he dead?
so that means Dom knew this entire time.
Is he dead?
Yeah. And
Exactly.
let everyone else and didn't tell everyone else too.
Yeah,
He can't upset them. It's part of his grand plan.
I
Dom works in mysterious ways.
well, also the other thing, my other note was, who packs giant wrenches?
Dom.
I mean, that
Like-
is actually really in character for him.
Yeah. That's
Well,
like
this is
like
my this is my
his
this
Lego
is my other
minifigure
note.
comes
Though.
with the wrench. Like that's the point.
I said that Dom could have finished him off with the shotgun. To Ken's point, could have shot him in the leg, shot him in the arm.
Yeah.
Could have just killed him. Because again, as
Yeah.
far as he knows, he killed Han, and he was trying to kill his sister, his
Weird.
nephew, his
Yeah.
girlfriend /
His
wife. Whatever.
family.
He could have killed him. He could have killed him. But I think Dom is a sociopath who gets off on beating people half near to death. I think he was. That's why he brought the two double wrenches, because he's like, this is the only way I can actually feel life is by taking a wrench and beating a guy to death. Because I did it before, and I have a taste for it.
Yeah.
You missed about 10 seconds, so you're good.
Honestly, from
It's
where
a
the
movie
clip
time.
is, I'm like, it sounds about right.
Yeah.
You
I
have
was
me
saying
muted? Oh, you unmuted me.
You're
I was
muted.
saying that Dom actually gets off on beating people half near to death, which is why he didn't shoot what's his name with the shotgun.
You know, I'm not
Shot.
gonna lie to you. This scene I thought was badass. When he pulled out the,
God damn it, Abdul.
like when he does it again, he's like, hey, he puts it on. Like, honestly, I was like, dude, that's legit. You go man to man on that.
Well, now we
He's
know why
right.
this scene was written. It's
For
dumb
guys
as
like
fuck, but we know why it was
guys
written.
like me.
Like Abdul and Ken, exact opposites on how they're going to react to these movie
Yeah.
situations. Like,
Oh,
I would've
okay.
shot
Well,
his head.
Ken, you didn't like it?
No,
Hey.
absolutely not. Like Owen, no, not Owen Shaw. Luke, damn it, whatever Shaw this one is. He has attempted to Kareem's point. He's attempted to kill Dom's nephew, Dom's sister. He's attempted to kill Han. Like there's people who are hypothetically dead because of this man. I've watched, and to my point, I've watched enough other movies. Like shoot him in the leg, just shoot him. Like just at least wound him. Like yes, you've tried to kill me multiple times. I'm done with playing games.
So, but you gotta get into the psyche of, say you're in that situation, and like if you're done, like I know I'm going to beat this guy up. Like you don't think you're going to lose, like in a fist fight, right? And as like like you just want to physically beat the shit out of the guy.
Well,
like,
hold on.
I
Hold on.
just-
What you're saying
I
is
just-
I'm not delusional like Dominic Toretto.
or Abdul. Yes.
Abdul, yes. No, but
Abdul.
yeah.
To Abdul's point, though, we just showed you the previous scene where Jabba Hutsu just blew up a building. And Hobbs saw it from whatever hospital bed he's in. So it's visible that there is chaos going on. This motherfucker, instead of saying like, hey, let me go help my team out because there's shit blowing up, he decides I'm going to take an extra 15, 20 minutes to try and beat this guy to death.
Yeah. Hey,
Respect.
Letty's on that side, right? He can't help her. Come on.
His brother-in-law's out there. His wife,
He's
his
fine.
wife slash girlfriend's out there.
He's
Like, I'm like,
Wife.
I'm just saying,
There's
like,
no wife.
to Ken's point, I'm like, if you didn't want to kill him, you could have at least shot him in the leg, beat him with the wrench, and then gone to help. But he's like, no, I'm going to try and take some time to fully beat this guy to death while everything else is going on around me.
If we were to make a parody of this movie, the next scene would be Deckard pulling out a gun and shooting him.
Yes. Definitely.
Yeah, that's I
Like, yeah, okay, pop, and that's it.
like he does the little like whatever the gun is that pops up from your sleeve and goes, yeah, it is a street light. Pop, and he's
No.
like, oh.
No, fuck
He's
that.
like,
He
oh,
pulls out
yeah.
the Castor Troy double gold guns.
Yeah.
A
Or he
dove
just finds
flies
that
in the
6 shooter that
background.
Hobbs has. But anyway, I was saying that the theory was that Dominic, since he got that first taste of beating a guy to death with a wrench, travels everywhere with these double wrenches, hoping to get into fights so he can get off.
He's
This
always
is the
he just,
third time he's used a big wrench.
okay. So if the story is that he just is hard up for like a wrench
Beating
fight,
guys to death, yes.
that's fine. But I get that. But at least call it a wrench fight. Don't call it a street fight because like we had already had the juxtaposition of the two shots last time. Just like no, it's a wrench fight. Yeah, wrenches and just go
Also,
to,
in a parking garage, not on the street.
I also
Yeah.
wanted to just have that scene at the very when they did this the first time, and he's like, "You think this is gonna be a street fight?" And he pulls a wrench in his hand and drops and goes, "Kinda."
I was hoping.
So this is the drone operator who's like keeps saying like, "Hey, we keep losing them."
Hey man,
talks
I'm a drone. Love drones.
And
Maybe
so,
that guy isn't just good at his job.
oh no,
Like
he's
they got
garbage.
him on like, he's like, they got him like real cheap. They're like, hey, this is I know my stuff. And he's like, I don't know how to do this. I don't know what's going on.
Up until this point,
This is not Windows. This isn't Windows 95. This is Windows 95. Can't do it, guys.
I thought this was Adobe. Shit.
He'd been flying the drone perfectly, chasing after what's his name, Brian, this entire time with precision. Then as soon as they lose him the first time, he just loses his shit and starts ramming the drone into the side of buildings and stuff. Loses composure. He's done, but he still manages to blow up more cop cars though, because these cops are fucking garbage.
yeah. Well, he's using a preview build of Windows. That's the thing. Like it temporarily crashes a lot.
So now Roman and because again they're still chasing the two black guys, which is the only reason why the cops are around. They're saying we're getting some heat on us. We need to drop.
The movie be believable, okay? Come on.
I mean, you're right. L.A. cops, black guys. I get it. I totally understand why they wrote this.
The only believable part of the film.
It really is.
Yeah.
But they say, hey, we need some help. So they call up Letty. This is Letty. And she comes from out of she comes from out of a tunnel. I'm like, hold on. When everything went down, they all went in 3 different directions to like try and confuse the helicopter, which can just pull up to see all of them anyway. But they all go in 3 directions. It chases after Ramsey and Paul Walker in the first car. Then they have to switch cars, which means Ramsey, Roman, and Tezzer in another car. Chases after them. What has she been doing for the last 20 minutes?
Waiting for her time. She's waiting to get called up.
When's my time to shine?
Slurpee.
When's
I'm
gonna
just
be my
saying, like,
time?
I feel like she could have been like, you know what, guys?
Right,
I'm glad you guys need help, but I'm halfway to San Diego by now, so good luck.
Actually, I'm just getting there early for Race Wars tomorrow.
I
want to be first in line.
But what was their plan the whole time? Like you hang out here in this tunnel. We're gonna
Drive.
drive out this one.
Yeah.
But make sure it's like, where's their plan?
Drive.
There was no plan. That was the best part.
You need to constantly be driving in circles so that when we're ready for a quick handoff, you're nearby.
Good
Otherwise-
thing gasoline doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But how are they tracking each other?
The walkie
God's
talkies.
eye too.
GPS.
God's eye.
So this is where they decide to make the switch under the helicopter, under the bridge.
Overpass it, yeah.
Yeah, the overpass. So the drone flies right to the last moment. They all jump out of the car. Car blows up. They all run over to Michelle Rodriguez's car, hop in, drive off. And by the time they like clear the overpass, the drone guy was like, "Oh, we lost him." And he rewinds the footage to this exact shot. And I'm like, if you saw this, you have footage of this, how did you fucking miss?
Go too fast.
He was looking over there. He's like, "Oh, right."
And too furious.
Like, I want to see this guy, like, when he's not like flying the drone, like he's like eating popcorn, just looking out, like just enjoying himself. He's like, "Oh shit, camera's on. I gotta look." It's like in a Zoom call, like at work, and it's like, "Oh, camera's on, dude. Oh, my bad. Okay."
Oh, my mic's not muted. Shit. I also noted this is the second time they've done an overpass misdirect. They did it in Brazil as well when they were trying to fucking hide the money, the bank thing.
The whole crux of the plot at the end of the movie is the overpass.
Well, now they brought it back. Then we finally get to where they tell Paul Walker, like, "Hey, all our cars have been fucking blown up. We need you to go on foot to go reestablish the connection in the tower somehow." So he starts running on foot to some tower. I guess I don't know if he has GPS on his phone or whatever. Figures it out. Gets up to like I don't know the 10th, 11th floor, and the Asian dude that had been chasing him down this entire time decides, "Hey, my crew is garbage," because Paul Walker is shooting half of them anyway. Again, the only killer on the team. Because again, when Dom had a chance to kill Shaw, he opted not to. Paul Walker's out here just dropping bodies left and right. Whole crews and whatnot.
He's trained though. He's trained. He's been in the police academy and the FBI.
Yeah, I love Dom saying that my crew's not killers. I'm like, you gotta kill him.
He's one.
You're not it. Anyway, the Asian dude kicks down the door, and they go down the scene where like the door they use as like a slide thing. I thought that was pretty cool though. I enjoyed that actual shot. They get to here we go, where the drone is finally closing in on the last car that's available, which is Letty and Ramsey. I said earlier that they all hopped in her car.
But
the two black guys had to walk. Apparently, she has a back seat, but the two black guys had to walk.
Again, you want to make it realistic. Okay?
They're being hunted by a drone, and Michelle Rodriguez is like, "Not in my car, not you two." It's kind of fucked up, Letty. I can see why Dom doesn't like you. But the drone's zeroing in on him. Now, this shot in particular is the drone coming out of the tunnel, which is about to like shoot at them because they were in a tunnel, and The Rock using a paramedic ambulance to drive off of a bridge onto the drone itself.
Totally forgot about that.
Yeah, I don't know how he found out where the hell Michelle Rodriguez is going to be at because he's not on comms with anybody. He's just randomly driving around in an ambulance hoping to catch something.
The thing you missed was he had done this 3 other times, just hoping.
Just driving off of bridges.
Driving off of bridges.
No.
Damn it, dead civilians.
And so he managed to use the ambulance to destroy this drone, which is this next shot.
Every time he kills one, well, I guess Daddy's got to go back to work.
So that his precision with the ambulance is second to none.
Hey, how come you don't have the scene where The Rock breaks the cast by just flexing his arm?
Someone was taking care of their kids at that time because we had a whole discussion about how Daddy's got to go back to work.
Yeah,
someone was saying Daddy's got to go back to work,
and he just
do your thing, and you come back to the pod.
Yeah. Damn it.
Apparently, Daddy had to go to work too. Were you just in the bathroom flexing, trying to break your own cast?
You
just wrap tissue around your arm.
Like,
it's not breaking, Shannon. It's not breaking. Just wet it, Abdul. Just wet it.
It's just toilet paper. No, it's not working. I can't do it. It's too strong. This is too ply. It's too ply.
3-ply? Why do we start getting Charmin? God, man.
You're embarrassing me, woman.
It's soft and strong. I don't know what to do.
I had mentioned on whatever this is the Galaxy S. Oh, I don't know what kind of software he has on there that he's able to just plug his phone in. Also didn't know that they were just micro USBs connected to this tower. They can just randomly plug his phone into it and say, "All right, we could finish the virus download." So I just want to make note of that. I don't know what kind of phone he's using.
There's 2 things. Like you had a shot of because at this point, is he already done with the other fight? The other fight with the Asian dude?
Yeah, he sent him down the elevator shaft,
and he's like, "Hey, too slow." And
yes,
you.
I love that. The Asian guy has that look on his face, like you got me.
And a witty one. Damn it!
You got me.
You wouldn't know funny if it bit you in the ass. Oh,
Aha! Aha! What do you know from funny, you bastard?
Now
But there's-
that you go ahead, Ken.
in the stairwell shot, I was looking at that, and there's no way like the building would have to be like so long for you to have the stairs go up that many flights of stairs for each level. I'm like, there's no way like that's in a building. Like that has to be underground or something. Like, where is this shot? Because there's no way like the length to which that goes is inside one building. And my brain was just like
Hold
upset.
on. Let's consult a professional. Abdul.
So, guys, I took my kid. We found this exact building. Okay. And I was like, hey, Dad's got to send you down the stairs, make it realistic. So we took a sled, went down there. Hey, it works. It's legit.
There you
It's
go,
legit.
Ken.
Fair enough.
Thank you.
Fair enough.
It works.
when-
It all works.
Don't tell me.
Wait.
Don't tell me what building. Don't ask me what building it is because I can't disclose that information.
That's
But
fair.
You don't want a lot of people showing up. Like they ask for it of secrecy. It's understandable.
Yeah.
Did you before you push him though? Did you say too slow?
Of course. I need the authenticity of the
Yeah.
scene.
You're a
Okay,
professional.
so-
I get it.
Of course.
I'm calling protective services. I'm just gonna throw that out there right now.
You would.
It's not the first time.
Oh.
Guys.
Look at the thin blue line guy over here. Just like,
Pat, if he says Daddy's got to go to work before it, it's all legal.
yeah.
It
You
is.
do there.
Yeah, you know what?
It is.
That's gonna work. I get it.
So finally, now that Jabba Hoods is locked out of the God's Eye and he lost his drone, he's pissed off. He wants to take revenge now. So he
Yeah.
decided, you know what? Fuck the rest of this mission. Fuck God's Eye. I'm gonna go kill Dom. This is what the shot is.
Also, at this, he goes off there. Like the Rock and stuff are still down there. They're still like they're just still alive.
Oh,
And he's just like, well, let me just go kill Toretto, I guess. I don't need to
Yeah.
worry about Ramsey anymore. She already did the damage. Now I'm just
Well,
gonna go for vengeance.
Because the Rock shoots that, lifts up that like machine gun
Not
or
yet.
whatever.
Not yet. Not yet.
He goes after Dom first, which is this next shot where he's shooting at where they're fighting at. So he shoots at, but he also shoots like 200 yards behind where they're at. I don't know. Again, his crew's garbage.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
but also too, like, isn't he shooting at his partner too? His buddy who
Nope.
worked
I
with
don't,
him?
he doesn't give a shit about
But
Jason.
he makes a reference. He's like, our deal's over or this
Yeah.
partnership's over.
Yeah.
I just don't know how he misses with a missile, Dom and fucking Shaw.
Man, you've played all of those games. You could mess with a missile. Come on.
Fair enough.
You totally miss. Like, oh, oopsie
He's a
daisy.
little more trained. I asked this shot because this is Letty who smashes into a car with Ramsey for no fucking reason at all.
Look
Like
cool.
they're Shaw. At this point, I think Dom.
Women
is-
drivers.
well, I think that's the only reason. It's the only reason. To be honest with you, I'm not gonna lie. Abdul might be onto something because there's no other explanation for what happens in this scene because at this point, Hobbs just takes the railgun off of the drone. I don't know how that operates without it, but he takes it, starts using it to shoot at Jabba Hudson's helicopter.
There's just a little robot hand that pulls
Yeah.
the trigger. That's how the drone works. It's science.
So he's using the railgun to shoot at him. Jabba Hudson and his guys are shooting back at Hobbs, and Letty comes flying around the corner. Again, she's not there to like use her car as a shield for Hobbs or anything. She just goes flying around behind him. She takes a couple straight bullets and then smashes in the car because they're being shot at and says, "Oh, we need help. We're being shot at." I'm like, no one told you to fucking come over there. You have the
No,
football.
no.
Like, don't go near the bullets.
There's a cut scene. I have that on DVD
Oh, okay.
where she says, "Mommy's got to go to work," and then she drives around the corner.
I thought you were serious for a second.
I really did too.
I was like, why do you have the DVD of this? I was like, why do you have the DVD?
It's all about confidence, baby.
That's good. That's good.
I assume Tokyo Drift, the song is playing, so they can tie it back in when that happens.
If it's not,
Yeah.
I'm gonna edit this particular scene just over what we're talking about because again, she goes flying around the corner like she's about to do something and just gets shot at and it's like, we need help. I'm like, no, you didn't need help. You put yourself in the middle of this for no fucking reason. You didn't know Dom was over here because no one's talked to him in 20 minutes. Two, the helicopter shooting
went
at
off the grid
something.
hours ago.
What was your plan? You don't have a gun. Like you just want to be in the scene. You're a attention whore. Also, somehow this is the gun. This is the setup for those who can't see it. He's got a partial shield in the helicopter gun that's shooting at Hobbs. Hobbs manages to kill the shooter. He's
Yeah.
on the ground. And
But
somehow
Hobbs is
managed
an
to get this
assassin.
guy. Fair enough.
Yeah.
It gets even more ridiculous after this. Because now that he's shot out, I think he shoots at the tail or whatever. Oh no, this next scene is actually John Hudson saying, you know what? Fuck it. Take down Shaw and
Bring
Toretto.
down the whole building. Yeah. I've
And
got
so
missiles. Why
as
are
they're
we not
doing
using
this,
missiles?
as they're doing this, the I guess the missile guy is shooting into the floors that Toretto and yes, Toretto's driving down. He's going down the garage. And each floor he's shooting at. I'm like, just shoot the bottom of the garage. Like he's got to come out. There's only one way into the garage, one way out.
Yes.
Just sit there and wait for.
They're very stupid.
Or just shoot
blow
the
it up
bottom and just collapse. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
They're bad at this guy.
I just wish he would have said, like, when he starts to shoot the missiles, like, "Would you think this is gonna be a street fight?" And he starts shooting missiles. It's like, like that's like, ha.
Well, here's what you need to know: those aren't missiles; those are wrenches with C4 wrapped around them.
I was gonna say, or he just bros out his wrenches and starts batting the missiles back to him.
Yeah, exactly.
No, not me.
Some real Die Hard with a vengeance, or a Live Free or Die Hard energy there.
Oh yeah,
I pulled up this next scene with Brian because Brian showed, because again, I think the only reason why Letty was shot at is because they had to get them all in the same area for this, last scene of Dom's, whatever. Because Brian shows up randomly as well in an SUV where I'm like, where did that come from? Where did you randomly steal an SUV in order to get to where you're at?
It was probably the bad guys.
Is the bad guys?
The bad guys are in a helicopter.
No,
the,
but you know what? On foot,
the
like
bad guys that
Asian
showed
dude
up to go chase him. The Asian guy.
Oh,
and
okay.
the
That
mercs.
makes more sense.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
And it makes sense but it also makes sense that they're all within, because they all got to be within 2 miles for like the signal and all that. So they're not technically that far apart to show up.
Well, no,
they're all close enough.
Letty doesn't have to be, because Letty has the football, which just finished hacking. Like they can just drive away.
But Brian, she didn't, because she crashed. But I mean, Brian, they have to still be 2 miles within to have that signal to hack it. So that tower that Brian's in technically is in a 2 mile radius of.
Yeah, but you know how far 2 miles is?
Not with the car.
What's up?
Not when he's in the car. It's not like he's walking.
He knows where they are because there's explosions in a helicopter. It's probably
and he can hear a minigun that's just been going.
Hobbs showing up randomly. Yeah, that's like, okay, where'd you show up from? But he's got a car like 2 miles. Like he'll get there in 2 minutes.
Okay.
Like it's
There's cops chasing Tej.
Am I right?
What?
No, yeah, well, the cops aren't chasing them. They've already arrested Tej and Roman.
Yeah, Tej and Roman are being chased by cops. That's what I was gonna say.
And he's the right skin color, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, fair enough. This last scene is when Dom decides, you know what? I can't outrun him. I'm just gonna jump my car into close enough to the helicopter in order to set a bag worth of grenades on it.
Yeah, as one does.
Okay, hold on. There's a couple things I had to note about this. One, when he jumps, I think Jabba Hutsu actually ends up shooting at his car, which helps him tilt the car enough to place the grenades on there. If he hadn't shot him, Dom was going to go right into the helicopter.
So I think I mean,
he didn't shoot him. I think he didn't shoot. He pulled the helicopter guy.
Helicopter pulls away.
Yeah, he pulls away just enough where Dom doesn't fly into them completely.
Correct. You have to imagine that Dom was planning to blow that up. Unless he's like this, Starsky and such, like I think he can land it, and he just flies right over it. Like I think his whole time was like to like actually.
Well, and I was thinking that too. Except he doesn't pull the pins on the grenade. Hobbs has to shoot it, which means he was just going to smash into the helicopter.
Correct. And then he had to somehow realize, I'm going to put this bag of grenades in there.
But he's doing this in midair, is what I'm saying.
I feel like
he's a quick thinker. He's on his toes.
But he also go ahead, Ken.
I feel like in one edit of this movie, before they had Hobbs come back, like he's like, so then you go up there, you'll drop off the bag, and then we'll cut back to you with having all the pins in the bag in the seat next to you, and like that's great. Like, oh, but we don't have anything for Hobbs to do at this last minute. Wait, what if he puts a bag up there, and then Hobbs pulls out that big ass gun and shoots it? Yes, that's how we'll do that. Like. There was a rewrite partway through where like the setup was halfway.
Sadly, you're probably spot on. Sadly, you're probably spot on.
I was going to say,
evidently, it was on the DVD.
But he like telepathically, like, "Hey, Hobbs, I'm going to put this bag up here with," because he doesn't know what's in there.
Exactly.
Hobbs,
he knows.
I'm going to pull it out.
Again, Hobbs has no communication with anybody. Dom hasn't had communication with anybody for half an hour now. But somehow Hobbs knew that whatever this thing is dangling off the side of the helicopter needs to be shot at.
It's an old timey, like it says TNT on the side, like an Acme box of explosives.
It's Wile E. Coyote up there, okay?
I also
Yeah,
had to look
exactly.
up because he shoots, I think, 2 or 3 times at this target. For the revolver that he has, its accuracy is 50 yards. There's no way he's hitting this thing at all.
I mean, not a regular man, but Hobbs.
I know. It's,
One that, a man among men.
Yeah.
Fair
the
enough.
helicopter was 49 yards away, okay? Come on. Within range.
I just want to know what Dom's plan was if Hobbs was literally out of bullets. Like he already used that gun, which is why he had the rail gun, which then ran out of bullets as well.
To die. Well, he counted the number of bullets.
As he was flying in midair.
Yeah. Again,
Okay.
fast thinker. He's on there, okay?
The
He
other
didn't look like a dumb
Vinci
guy.
style.
The other
He went to
question is,
MIT.
yeah,
Or something.
where did those other rounds go? Because you said he took a couple of shots. So, like, in what buildings are there 2 dead people now?
Oh no, they bounced off the back. They bounced off the helicopter.
Okay.
No,
He shot around the area.
And he also shot the lens of the drone too when it was on the ground. Like he double tapped the drone.
Yeah,
'Cause he's
so
like,
he
hey.
should have actually been out of bullets.
Because he shot 2 there, and
Yeah.
then was it 6 bullets? Or I don't know how
2
much is in that
plus
revolver.
1
8.
plus 1 plus what? We're doing this?
9/11. We finally get to we're almost towards the end. We get to Letty, who's but that's Dom in his miraculous shot somehow. We get to Letty and her miraculous memory that all comes flooding back to her. She says, as Dom's dying, I remember everything. I'm like, I don't know how or why, what time you had to. Maybe that's what she was doing in that like half hour everyone was just driving around.
Well, I mean, I'll joke aside. I mean, isn't like that like hey something dramatic like jogs back the memory? People with amnesia is like a traumatic event, like jog it back, or is that just BS?
No. She says, I remember everything before she gets to him here.
Is that what the car crash was?
Oh shit!
Oh, there we go. I'll take it.
I was gonna say because you had to have like usually when you bump your head, it's usually when you get a bump again, it comes back. At least in the movie
Yeah.
logic.
The
So there you
cartoons
go,
I've
Pat.
seen
There you
with
go.
Wile E. Coyote.
They really didn't tie that very well, but I think Pat's onto it because this is where they get to the wedding. And I also noted here that he couldn't be bothered to wear sleeves at his own wedding, but he wore it at a funeral.
Wedding is a day for celebration. Why would he wear sleeves when he's celebrating?
Yeah.
He's sad when he has to wear sleeves.
Yeah, it's a day,
Only
it's a
at
day of
funerals.
mourning.
So he wasn't even mourning Han. He was mourning that he had to wear sleeves for a day.
I mean,
Well, Han's not dead here yet.
no sleeves are needed. Everyone's alive and happy, and necklaces are being passed out.
Hey, and the sad thing is, he knows he's going to leave his wife like the next day. Like he knows, like I'm going to wake up. You're not going to be here, bitch. I'm going to leave. Like I'm not going to be here.
Which is why he didn't invest in a ring because on this screenshot that I have, the priest is asking, "Do you have a ring?" He doesn't say yes or no, but he ends up putting or covering their hands with that damn necklace as some kind of symbolic ring that he doesn't want to give to her.
Yeah, that's why Michelle and I did that at our wedding.
I thought it was just for the laws, but I guess you got a point, Pat.
No,
it's all
that
symmetry.
emotional.
Is that why you had Vin Diesel there as the officiant?
Yes.
Oh,
It's
God,
also
that
why
makes so
Pat
much more
refused to
sense
wear
now.
sleeves that day.
You damn right.
The day of celebration.
He's badly
I'm not
sunburned. He's
bad.
badly sunburned.
Sad sleeves.
I had to note that I don't know who called the paramedics or why they would drive to that particular location first.
Because
when
they're
when
trying to
blowing
find
up
their
after
ambulance. They're trying to find the other lost ambulances.
That's Hobbs' fourth ambulance, just in case.
Because I'm like,
well, this is the
because
only
like
one left.
that whole building fell down 10 minutes earlier. You have
Hey,
cops that are scattered across the city. Why he go to the parking garage?
Hobbs isn't actually driving that ambulance, is he? Is that how he shows
No.
up there? I'm not even joking.
No.
I can't remember.
No,
You know,
Hobbs. If you had to see, if for people listening, Hobbs is to the left of this scene, so he's just a few yards off the side of the garage. Because he's standing in the middle of the street.
And then he walks over and lifts up that concrete by himself.
Yeah. Paul Walker helps him.
That doesn't do anything.
Okay, fair enough. They lift up.
How can a ghost lift of concrete?
Now we're finally at the conclusion of the movie, which is I was asking the question of how the hell does Shaw get captured?
Because remember, he
he's
gets
really-
like, well, he gets stuck in he gets trapped in that thing where he can't get. He's knocked out. He's trapped in that little.
But he's
in the
not knocked out.
garage.
He's awake. He just falls through the floor.
Well, and then I guess yeah.
Well, the cut scene from the DVD where he goes, "I'm too old for this shit," just kind of falls, just kind of lays back down.
He just
I
sits
like
back
that.
down.
Daddy's got to take a nap.
Daddy's sleepy.
Because
Danny Glover was only like 40 years old in that movie too.
Yeah, it's a sad thing.
hey, that was back when America's retired, when they could retire early.
I mean, he looks 60 in that role. He's 40. Like, geez.
But Danny Glover's always looked old.
Yeah. He has an age where he just stays the same age.
Yeah. But no, they had that scene, and we hadn't mentioned it, but it was after Jabba Hutt shoots the garage and the floor is kind of weakened, that Dom says the reason, something about street fights and that the street always wins, and he stomps on the floor.
Yeah.
The floor falls through, and Shaw falls through that floor. I think he goes down like 2 or 3 floors. But he's awake. He looks right up at Dom. And Dom runs off because he's got to go jump his car or whatever. So I'm like, the entire time that they're having the shootout with the helicopter or whatever, and Dom's driving around, I'm like, Shaw could have easily gotten away. If he survives, because again, the part of the garage falls like 7 floors of the garage fall through.
Yeah.
So I'm like, he could have pulled a super shredder, I guess is what I'm saying.
He had no ooze.
Yeah.
Apparently he did, because he survived it. But he goes to the black site, and I think
I want to interject right now because there's something in my head that I don't want to lose.
yeah.
You mentioned that Danny Glover looked old in Lethal Weapon. He actually looks younger in Angels in the Outfield, and that's an odd thing that's popped into my head. And I just wanted to make sure that we had this for context on the podcast. Is that he did look younger in Angels in the Outfield? And I appreciate
Maybe they use makeup to make him just look older because he keeps
Yeah.
saying he's so old.
Exactly. They just wanted to play it up. But yes. Anyways, so Shaw's taken to a detention black site.
And they keep saying that this can't hold me. And what's the name talks about how much security is between him and there. And by the time he gets out, he's gonna end up running into Hobbs anyway, who's ready to has a body bag ready for him or something like that. But they close him into his cell with all the chains and locks in place. I'm like, I don't think you do that, right?
It's a black site. You can do what you want.
You do it at black site,
Fair
yeah.
enough.
But they should have just also walked past a room with his brother and said, "Oh, really? And hold your brother," and just have him there also.
It'd be even better if his brother is still in a coma, though. He's just in the bed laying there.
Yeah, in the bed, still laying there with the same all those same restraints, just laying in bed. But yeah, sure. But that's what I do.
That'd be pretty awesome. I like that. We finally get to the last scene.
He also whispered, "Daddy's got to go to work."
So. Exactly.
You just keep whispering it to everybody. Yeah. Where they all go to the beach. I noted. I don't know why they refused to carpool, but Dom's crew is part of why we have so much climate change.
Hold on. Why this group refused? Really? You want to know why this group refused to carpool?
I'm just trying to figure out
individuals.
That's actually the most realistic thing in this whole film.
I'm trying to figure out where they all going to go to separately.
They're gonna go race
each other, right?
Yeah. No, they're gonna go get sandwiches.
Oh, okay, right. I'm just trying to figure out because again, where do these people go? Even Dom and Letty. That's what I don't. That's what I'm really trying to.
Yeah, no. The fact that Dom just leaves Letty there, that's questionable as shit. I'm like, wait. This whole thing is we're all here with family, and then Dom just decides, well, I've got to walk away here now. I mean, it's all set in place because they have to have the final scene and the goodbye. It's all because of that. But it's still the question bears is so then Dom just stands up. He's upset that he's wearing short sleeves and decides to leave.
Oh, pissed.
And just that's it. Leaves Letty there.
Too, I'm like, why is Paul Walker the only one dressed for the beach? At least out of the guys.
Okay, I was gonna say Letty looks like she's comfortable. So does Ramsey.
You're right. The women are dressed like they're ready for the beach. The guys are all dressed like what is this?
They're going to the country club.
Not beach.
Yeah.
I'm like, fair. You could even wear sandals down. He's got full on boots.
The one time he should have a tank top on.
Yeah, thank you. Exactly. The fuck is this? But yeah, so they have the scene where, to Ken's point, he gets up, sees that Paul Walker's happy being a dad. Now's my time to exit. And the only person that question this is Ramsey, the newest person in the group, who also, by the way, I'm like, why are you here? Don't you have a whole life somewhere else.
No.
We just met
No,
these
she's-
fuckers
You met her
8
on
hours
Ted.
ago.
You're not going back to that guy.
Yeah, she's in love with Tej. It's all good. Let her have her
Alright.
thing.
I was just trying to figure out why she's kicking it with them, but also she's the only one to question, like, "Hey, where are you going?" Everyone else is like, "Oh, he's got to do his alone thing."
Yeah.
Even his woman, who's like, you were my ride."
Yeah. Well, she forgot about him like he forgot about her. Just
And then we get to also I noted that because he left as Brian's playing with his kids, so Brian must have seen him left and said, "Oh shit," and took off running, and
Yeah.
probably didn't explain to anybody what he's doing. So
he's like,
life and
Irish
kid are
goodbye.
like,
Peace out, bitches. Like,
Mia knows.
yeah.
She knows.
well, I also just didn't understand why they didn't call him like, "Hey Dom, where are you going? Like, could you come back?
Because
Could you at least say bye to your fucking nephew?"
Yeah.
Jesus fucking
No.
Christ, guy.
No.
Irish goodbye this, all right? That's how you
Also,
roll.
how fast is Paul driving to catch up to this guy?
Hey, too fast. Okay.
Too furious.
But they
Good.
CGI'd it, they put this in, but you couldn't put like a better, like more, like I want to say, like they've had other movies. This is like from like season, like
Episode.
I want to say,
the
movie
first, second
2 or
one.
something. Yeah, like
Yeah.
you couldn't put one from like 4, 5, or 6 where it's more plausible. Like I don't know. I was just like, hey,
It's-
kind of fun that in.
Yeah.
They
It hasn't
could've-
aged well. It's
No. And
But
it
I mean-
won- go ahead. Sorry.
they spent all the CGI budget on getting rid of Dom's tummy, from what I hear. So that's maybe
So
that's where
most of
their
that budget
went.
went.
Yeah.
Well,
And
and
then
this
we-
This
was
guy doesn't get in shape. Like this guy does not like, hey, dude, you're gonna be in a role with the Rockets. I'm not gonna work out, man. This is all natural. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
do it.
Hey, just keep showing my sleeveless arms. That's it. Don't show
Yeah.
any other angle.
hey, and somehow The Rock for every day Vin Diesel doesn't work out, The Rock works out 3 times that day because I don't know if you've seen him lately. But Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta make sure his candy ass doesn't look like that either. So in the last scene we see is that they start driving off in the same direction until there's an off ramp where I guess Paul Walker goes back to where everyone else is at. Again, he gets no explanation.
Yeah.
No one knows where the fuck Dom's going. I'm like,
The explanation
also,
is be sad.
Yeah.
I guess, but I'm just like, where's Dom going?
No, yeah.
What is he doing? He doesn't have a home to go back to. That's just still blowing up.
I think he's gonna go live in the sandwich shop.
Hotel.
But his family, he just left. Like, who is he gonna go
Yeah,
see?
he's not a smart man.
Oh.
Okay, he's just
He's gonna go see what's her name and his other kid.
And get pregnant. And get pregnant.
fair enough.
This is how it happens. This
We,
is the
we had a conspiracy when you were gone, Abdul, that it actually is Hobbs' kid, but she's so sprung on Dom that she's just been lying, saying it's Dom's kid in order to get back with him.
I'll go with it. That sounds good. That sounds plausible. I'll go with it. I'm not gonna put any arguments with that.
And that's the end of the movie, ladies and gentlemen. You made it through. We finished it.
Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for coming on, hanging out with us, Abdul.
Abdul, anything you want to plug? Nope.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, he's showing Red Hulk right now.
Yep.
I think he's all ready
Hulk.
for what is it? Captain America
Thunderbolts.
and-
Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I'm good. No, thanks for
Thank
having me on.
you.
This has been fun.
Thank you for joining us. Don't worry.
See why you
There's
guys
still,
do it. See why you guys do it. It's fun.
there's still 4 more movies. We're not even. We're barely 2/3 of the way through.
That's not
I
even
can't, wait,
counting.
I can't wait for part 10. So that's
Hold on, Abdul.
It's just-
Abdul, do you want to claim your spot for the Hobbs and Shaw movie?
You want Hobbs and Shaw?
oh, I've seen, yeah, of course.
All right. You can come back up for Hobbs and Shaw. I
was
love
so
watching
good.
that one too.
I actually enjoyed watching that one a lot.
I did too.
Idris Elba a lot,
yeah.
and I think he does that role really well. So yeah, no,
I'm waiting for him to come back.
For
waiting
some
for-
reason, I thought he was going to come back in like 9 or 10.
I mean, Charlize Theron can bring him back. She'll reboot him.
No, man. No, the war between The Rock and Vin Diesel just runs too deep.
Yep.
Well, Idris Elba can be the buffer. You can be like the go between.
Just it stands between them in all shots. Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. Nope.
Let
But
you
what
guys get back to
you guys need to watch, because Sharon and I just watched first season, is Netflix The Love on the Spectrum, if you guys haven't checked it out.
I've been
watch
hearing
it.
about that. Is it?
Watch it.
I'm still watching Love Is Blind.
Love is blind.
Oh, no.
yeah.
That's too real. No, you got to watch Love on the Spectrum.
It's
'cause
too real.
I forgot that's a biography, like a documentary. And so, because I was like, oh, this is gonna be funny. I'm like watching it, like it's so awkward. Like at some parts, it's like funny. Like you're like, oh, this is funny. Like whatever. This part, it's so awkward that you just can't. You gotta help but laugh. Like you're like, Jesus, what is going on here? But you gotta watch it, dude. It's legit. It's so good.
I mean, I just finished up. What is that? True Detective. So I got some open space.
That was good.
I finished up True Detective and Euphoria, and I was like, okay, maybe I need something a little funny.
What about Last Airbender?
No, God, no.
Yeah, I finished up Last Airbender.
Did you watch it? Is that good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be like mimics of the movie.
Yeah, it's because you're listening to the naysayers. Give it a chance on its own.
Yeah.
Some might say
the child acting is a little like I'm waiting for them to get into like the groove or whatever, but the actual story with the characters they chose, I'm like, they did a pretty good job.
Yeah.
Did you watch Mr. and Mrs. Smith on?
Yeah, I loved it.
I actually liked that a lot. I thought it was good.
They did. I liked it. You did a good job.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that, but I guess I've been keeping Pat up to date on my Euphoria watching.
Never seen it.
Terrifying.
It is fucking depressing.
Children,
yeah, it'll make you know you're gonna fear for your kids watching that fucking show.
Because evidently they all love drugs and sex.
Yeah.
Oh no, we're good.
Who doesn't?
Fair point.
Finished season 2. Season 3 is supposed to be coming out, but I'm like, man, you watch each episode, you're like, can't get worse than that, and then it somehow does.
Yeah.
Did you finish Warrior, Kareem?
I mean, it's what's been available. I wish they'd start
Season 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm all caught up on that. I don't think there's anything. The only thing that's literally been outstanding that I just haven't watched, or haven't any need to watch, is Loki season 2. I
Okay.
just haven't been drawn.
No, I
back
haven't
to
seen that. Yeah.
Everything else I've been up to date or caught up on at least. Like I said, True Detective has been really good. Like I didn't expect Jodie Foster to be. Yeah, I didn't expect her to be good, but she's legit.
It looked good. I mean, that actually looked good. It looked almost reminiscent of season.
It actually kind of reminds you of The Thing, because it takes place in the
it's in like Alaska when it's night, right?
It was night for all the time.
It's like it reminds me of 30 Days a Night the way I see it.
Kind of, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of like reminiscent shots because you're dealing with. They set it up as one thing, and then they go in a different direction. But when you get to that direction, like, oh, that actually that's awesome. It makes sense.
I've been rewatching Brooklyn Nine-Nine for some reason. I just left
because it's good.
Like they're cute with that. What's his name that passed away as a chief?
He's perfect on that. Yeah. There's like all this like delivery on everything is so serious. You're like, what?
Good. I was watching that. I was like, I'm on season 2 right now. I'm like, oh, this is pretty good, dude. This is pretty good.
Unfortunately, I have food just arrived, so I'm going to do for Kareem. Good night, everybody. I had that. Use that as you see fit. But unfortunately, I got to run. All right.
Guys, take care.